If you run a business in India today, uninterrupted electricity is no longer a luxury. Whether you're operating an MSME manufacturing unit, a hospital, or a high-rise, consistent power is a matter of basic operational survival. Yet, to secure that survival, most commercial spaces rely on a chaotic, messy patchwork of equipment. They usually juggle three entirely separate systems. You have massive polluting diesel generators for the heavy lifting, weak lead-acid inverters to keep the lights on, and completely isolated grid-tied solar setups that don't talk to the rest of the network. This outdated approach eats up immense physical floor space. It traps facility managers in a cycle of relentless mechanical maintenance, and it drains budgets with exorbitant recurring diesel fuel bills. That problem is exactly what the PuREPower 30.0 was engineered to solve. It takes that entire legacy patchwork and replaces it with one sleek, unified system. But how exactly does a single, silent cabinet, roughly the size of a refrigerator, manage to replicate and even exceed the brute force of an industrial diesel generator? To answer that, we have to look inside a system designed to replace every piece of the legacy backup grid at once. Stripping back the exterior casing reveals the hardware core. At the base sits a massive 30 kilowatt-hour advanced lithium-ion battery array. Right above it is the heavy-duty engine, a 33 kilowatt pure sine wave inverter. To understand why this combination matters, you have to understand surge loads. When heavy machinery turns on, it requires a massive instantaneous spike in power. Traditional lead-acid inverters simply choke and fail under this immense pressure. The PuREPower's oversized inverter bypasses this limitation. It effortlessly absorbs the initial energy surge required to start up three-phase elevators, centralized HVAC systems, and factory machinery, all simultaneously. This graph compares response times when the grid suddenly fails. The top line shows a standard diesel generator, which suffers a 10-second startup lag where everything goes dark. The bottom line tracks the PuREPower system, which executes its switchover in under a single millisecond. Because that bottom line never dips below the operational threshold, hospital life support equipment, heavy-duty compressors, and critical data servers remain online without a flicker or reboot. By bridging the gap between low-power electronics and high-surge industrial machinery, the system matches the specific capabilities that previously made diesel generators mandatory. But brute force is only half the equation. The other half is energy generation, managed by an integrated 36 kilowatt hybrid solar controller. This wireframe diagram shows how the controller uses 6 distinct MPPT, or maximum power point tracking channels. MPPT technology dynamically adjusts to shifting sunlight across multiple roof angles, extracting the absolute maximum wattage possible throughout the entire day. The system then uses a bidirectional logic flow to put that power to work. It automatically routes the optimized solar energy to charge the battery, run the building's loads, or export any excess back to the external grid. All of this generation happens inside a chassis built to survive India's brutal environmental extremes. By utilizing nano-phase change material for thermal management, the unit maintains consistent performance from -10 degrees up to a blistering 60 degrees Celsius. The system is governed by a 5th-generation battery management system and a smart ESS mobile app. This completely removes the opaque black box nature of traditional generators, giving real-time visibility into every metric. And the AI uses that data for financial intelligence. By analyzing time of day and time of use tariffs, the system automatically shifts the building to the cheapest available power source at any given hour. This software layer enables the unit to function as an active, profit-generating energy manager rather than a passive backup battery. When you step back from the internal tech and stand next to the running machine, the most striking feature is the sensory shift. There are 0 vibrations, no toxic diesel fumes, and absolute silence. Over time, the financial benefits compound. Because there are literally no moving mechanical parts, operational wear and maintenance costs drop to practically 0, while recurring diesel fuel bills are entirely eliminated. This gives the product immense commercial versatility. It reliably runs residential elevators, secures cold storage in supermarkets, powers MSME manufacturing lines, and keeps petrol pump dispensers flowing. If a sudden citywide blackout hits a commercial hub, the buildings equipped with this system don't experience a disruption. Their operations continue smoothly, while the rest of the grid scrambles in the dark. That level of rock-solid reliability is the result of over 10 years of research and development. Protected by more than 120 intellectual properties, this system is entirely designed and manufactured in India to perform at rigorous global standards. The PuREPower 30.0 consolidates 3 distinct industries into one cabinet. It offers a path for businesses to retire their fuel-burning hardware in favor of integrated, self-optimizing energy independence.